Hello, my name is Andrew Santos, and I have autism. I was born in the United States. The birth was normal and without complications. But as I was brought home after being discharged from the hospital, I started developing jaundice and was hospitalized for 3 days. I went back home and continued treatment. And soon after, I started becoming very restless and crying quite frequently. And my mother took me to the doctor several times. One day, as I was only getting worse, you know, my mother called the doctor and she asked that I be taken directly to the hospital. When I got there, I was admitted and immediately had 3 respiratory arrests. And I was unconscious in the ICU for 3 days. Well, in total, it was 17 days in the ICU and another 6 days in a regular room. The problem, is that my body was completely out of whack and went haywire. I was diagnosed with a disease called hypopituitarism, which is the absence of the pituitary gland, which is one that produces all the hormones. And I still take the medication today. At the hospital, my parents were trained to face a new reality, as I had to take 2 injections a day and weigh my diapers to see if I wasn't losing too much water. And in addition to virus medication to regulate my hormonal processes, a few months later, I started to take another daily injection, which was for growth hormone. In other words, I started taking 3 injections a day. Then I was diagnosed with hydrocephalus, and they put in an internal tube from my head to my stomach to drain the excess water from my brain. My family's life was turned upside down in my first few months. And there's another surgery I almost forgot. I underwent another surgery to repair my eyes due to strabismus and 2-year surgeries. So I went through many hospitalizations until I was almost 4 years old. Needle pricks were all and still are part of my life, but not as frequently today, as new alternative medications have been introduced. And the consequences are many, affecting my mental, physical, sensory, and verbal development. And a large part of this delay can be attributed to hormonal imbalance. Well, I try to summarize the struggle I went through in my early years. And living outside Brazil, I have to say that our friends played a crucial role, helping us with everything we needed. But do you think that was all? Not really. There's more, but I'll tell you in the next video. So, comment below what you thought of everything I've shared. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, activate the notification bell, hit the like button, and don't forget to share my videos with your friends and family. Goodbye, everyone.